Hi, everybody. This is Tina Meeks and Shelagh Ranalli talking about F that. No, the other F word,
Yeah,
financial.
that's right. And you better give a buck because it's your future.
That's right.
Now, Tina and I have been copyrighted against using any songs that have been, previously recorded by artists like Money, 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 Money or ABBA's Money, Money, Money. So we are going to come up with our own little jingle about money, but I have to get on the phone with Beyonce and she's busy, and then I'll try Taylor Swift to see if she can record it. But next week, you just watch. We'll have a new little jingle.
That's right. We'll come up with our own little jingle, and,
Mhm.
and nobody can use it because we'll copyright that.
Jingle.
It's so good to have you, Sheila, on this. And I just love these weekly topics. Just, letting loose, talking about money without all the stigma, and just, talking about just the way that people approach it and the mindset. Of course, everybody wants it, but how do you get it, right? How do you focus it? Some people in the physical realm, physical mindset, some people in the spiritual mindset, religious mindset, so many different mindsets you have to do. But whatever it is that you need to get to the part that you need to believe in. That's what we're here for. We're here to let's remove the stigma. Let's get, the F word, financials, just becomes a topic that everybody crunches down on, and we don't want you to feel like that. So we are here to share different insights and approaches that both of us actually experience it in our business and the area and the people that we meet on day to day. So we hope you can relate, and whatever resonates with you on our topic of discussion, that's perfect too. So thank you for joining, and let's have a show.
Yes, and also if there's any topics that you are thinking of or questions that you have, you can reach out to myself or Tina, and maybe it'll become one of our future broadcasts. So we're all here to help people get, away from the fear about money and love money and, learn to be able to bring more money into your life. So I'm here to talk about the language of money, the vocabulary we use about money. So, what are some of the things as a single mom, Tina, that you would, what are some of the phrases or words that you would say as a single mom around raising kids and money?
So yeah, as a single mom, it's tough. So a lot of times with the single moms, they're wearing a lot of hats. It's not just the mom hat and the dad hat, the teacher hat, the counselor hat. they're working a full-time job hat and all the other things. And then if you have animals, you're wearing the animal hat, animal caregiver hat. So many different hats we wear as women. Outside of the general norm, when we are trying to make sure our children are taken care of, and making sure the house is taken care of, and doing the right thing by our employer and all of that good stuff. So yeah, just learn to find ways to de-stress, pause, take a moment for yourself. Women have so much pressure on themselves in making the money they need to sustain their family, and that's just becoming more and more of a stressor as we continue in this economic climate we're in right now.
So, just from what you said, I picked up three words that will not are not going to help you: need, stressor, financial climate at these times. Those words, a need, is something that comes out of like I need it, like it's frantic, whatever.
Desperation.
It puts a lot of anxiety around that. So it's not really the language that you want to use to bring more money into you. A need often will indicate an emergency. So let me go into this a bit and then we'll see how we can rephrase things. So the language we use about money does affect our reality. Our words can read our frequency. Everything is energy. We're energy, energy frequencies all around us. And how our words program us to either expect or experience certain things in our reality. So, what are you saying that's not in alignment with the world you want to create? So, we often think that we are describing what is. When I used to say, oh, I can't afford it, I thought that I was telling people that, that's just the way it was for me, that I couldn't afford certain things because I was a single mom and I couldn't have that, or I was on a budget And, oh, wouldn't it be great if I could have this? Well, I can't have it because I'm a single mom, and single moms are always broke or working 2 or 3 jobs and blah, 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 blah. Right. So that was the reality I was living in without realizing that I could change that reality. So it's not just me as when I was a single mom, but a lot of time we are actually borrowing phrases from other people. Like when you think about how some people grew up, maybe they grew up in a household where, their parents always said, we can't afford it. We can't afford it. You can't go to dance lessons. You can't afford that. Or, we have to really save our money and scrimp and save. So it's not just our beliefs, it's, other things that we grew into. So I'm just lost my spot here on my little
We talked about
notes here.
need. We talked about need. What else? One.
Yeah, need. So sorry, just let me get back to my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was creating this reality that I had to be broke. I was creating a scarcity reality, and that sort of became my future. I kept putting out this frequency that I was bringing forth more of what I was thinking to be true, like debt, scarcity, lack. So now I'm very conscientious about how I speak about money. So when because when you speak about money very differently in conjunction with the laws of the universe, those things will shift for you, because there are laws of the universe. If people don't know what that is, just look it up. There's the law of polarity, there's a law of attraction, and those laws are in the world, whether you believe them or not. They're working around us. So now I live more on purpose, not random. And here are some of the phrases that I no longer choose to use, like I can't afford that. Instead of saying that, I would say, that doesn't align with my current financial priorities, but, it's something that I'm definitely manifesting in my future, right? Or that's too expensive. And people say, oh, that's too expensive. Or I would think before, oh, that's too expensive. I'm eliminating myself from ever having that. So I might think, that's at a premium price point. I don't value it at that premium price point. Like, for example, maybe there's a leather jacket. It's $1,000. I don't value that price point, but if it was $100, I might buy it for myself. So not only am I opening myself up to the fact of having that item, maybe I'm also manifesting that it's going to go on sale. So instead of excluding yourself from a world of things you don't think you deserve, you can just rephrase them. Right. And the same thing, like I said, about emergency fund or savings account. Like, we've been told to make sure you save, have money for an emergency in case your car breaks down or you need to get a new furnace. So it's not necessarily the best way you want to phrase that. Sure, we want to save money, but I would phrase it now as it's an investment account or an opportunity account. Because even though it acts like I'm putting money into this account and I'm not touching it, it's being used for my future self, a future self opportunity. Because I can guarantee you, if you label something as an emergency fund, let me guess, you are only attracting more emergencies for yourself to pay for from that money. People might think, well, that's just ridiculous, Sheila. How can the way I rephrase something mean it? But it really is, because your subconscious mind controls 95% of your reality. So the more you can reprogram that and look at it as it's not, a place of scarcity. Reality really is perception. And your personal reality is, personality is personal reality. So it's not an emergency fund, it's an opportunity fund. So if you switch the language of how you are, rephrasing certain things in your life, what you want to do is always be in a position of money in your life as something that is growing, it's prosperous, it's abundant, as opposed to lack, scarcity, fear around money. So does that make sense, Tina?
Yeah, it does. And the reality of it is, and I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's when you are in that other mindset, it's the physical components of money that's putting you there. Come out of that mindset and look at it from a universal universal perspective in your subconscious mind. And, and I talk about this book just all the time of how it changed my mindset. And it's The Happy Pocket Full of Money. And if you truly read this book,
Yeah.
you will understand what Sheila and I are talking about, is because you can meet your greatest potential. That's what you're here. You're here for that. That when you let the fear and the words emergency, and you let all those words infiltrate your mind, your subconscious mind, that's what you're going to be bringing. You're going to attract what you keep thinking and saying. I mean, everybody, by now learns about Joe Dispenza and the mindset. And if you haven't heard of Joe Dispenza, you have to be living under a rock, because he's so well known for the mindset and transition of our reality, and how our subconscious mind really plays a lot of factor in changing our reality. You truly are the driver of your own reality. And I do highly recommend that book. No, I don't get any sponsors, endorsements. I don't even know the author, but I will tell you that find something that helps you change your mindset, whatever it is. That book was my change. Sheila
Yeah.
has her, what changed her. Just find something that changes your mindset. YouTube has been a wealth of information over the last several decades, and helping a lot of people see their new realities and change their realities because of the perception
Yeah.
of our thoughts on money.
It's true. And people think that they're helpless in these situations. And you aren't, because whether you know it or not, if you look at your situation right now financially, if you got a loan on your car, oh, I can't pay this coming up, like, you're already doing it. You're already referring to yourself in a space of lack, in a space of not being empowered, in a habit that maybe, came from a generation before you. My parents were broke, and now I'm going to, whoa, like, you already created that. You
Yeah.
created the negative part. Now you can change that. So sometimes people think, well, just saying these words isn't going to do anything. You really have to create a new identity for yourself. This is your opportunity to create something new, just by even changing different vocabulary. And then there will be other steps that flow to that. But when you open up yourself to the world of abundance, rather than limiting things, can't do this and I can't do that, you've already narrowed yourself down to a very, very small pocket of your reality that doesn't allow you to be open to anything, any growth, any prosperity. It doesn't empower you. So just shifting will really help. Happy Pocket Full of Money is a good one. Manifestation Babe, she's on Spotify, Amazon, anything. She's amazing, this woman. She talks a lot about that. Bob Proctor, if you want to look at Bob Proctor on YouTube, he talks about the power of the mind as well. So, it really has to start from internally in order to have the things externally. You have to be it first and then live into that. So I found this one really fascinating. And there is a book. I just can't remember the name of the author right now, but maybe I can put it into the comments. But yeah, Tina, we're on the same page here. And our goal is to just serve other people. And just, even if there's one or two things that Tina and I have said that's made a little shift for you, or a little light bulb moment, then well, we've done something, Tina, right?
Right, exactly. One, and as you know, I believe heavily in pay it forward. And that's why I'm here. It's because if you haven't seen that movie, it's 23 years old. And you can see how long it has impacted my life in 23 years. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It is a movie that will change your life and perspective on how you can help three people, and those three people help three people. And take a moment and watch that movie, and you will see what we talk about. It does take just one person to make a difference. And that is what Sheila and I are here for, is to change the money mindset. Me being a financial and business consultant in what I do and helping businesses maximize cash flow. And Sheila has she's an entrepreneur, and she can talk a little bit more about what she does, but it's been such an inspiration to meet her and see things from a different perspective, from her mind as well. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I am in a high ticket affiliate marketing space. I used to be in a low ticket network marketing, and I believe that, a lot of on like direct sales and network marketing is great because you can reach a lot of people. There are some companies that may not be worth the effort or products you don't align with. And I found something that's great for the environment. And it's something we all need, water. And it improves your health. It's a machine that helps to enhance the viability of water, electrolyzed reduced water, if you want to look that up. But it also helps to reduce the consumption of bottled water, the production of bottled water. It's a one-time machine you have in your house for 25 to 30 years. So you're not always ordering stuff monthly from a company. And it really does help, impact people's wellness. And also the commission structure is beautiful. I love the fact that there are companies that choose not to put their products into the traditional retail and distribution space, because the amount of money, Tina, you probably know this, for what Coca-Cola spends to put their products in grocery stores, in convenience stores, commercials, branding, salespeople, distribution people, marketing, it's billions of dollars. And this company in Japan has chosen not to do that route, but to have personal distributors that work out of a referral basis. And then the money that goes to people that sell it is just like any other salesperson. You get a
Mhm.
commission on your sales. But it's beautiful because it's really helping a lot of young moms stay home with their kids. My daughter's a young mom and she lives on an island in Indonesia. And it's a global business. So she's reached out to women that live actually near where I am that are like, I have kids at home too. And I don't want to go back to my job after. So I love that about these companies, and I love it for myself. And also, Tina would be able to tell you too that having a home-based business gives you a lot of tax advantages, rather than going and working for somebody else in their corporation where they get tax advantages. Even just simply commuting into work. You're commuting into somebody else's office building and you don't get your mileage paid for anything. So really look into some kind of little home-based business for yourself, just even for some of the tax incentives.
Right, right. And your daughter's raising your granddaughter on this program, and has so much financial freedom and flexibility to
Yeah,
give her her daughter the quality time that her daughter needs in
yeah.
her growth.
She's made $50,000 months. Some months she hasn't made any, but with the right, there's just a plan now that we have more opportunities to free young moms who want to stay home, people that don't want to work 2 or 3 jobs for somebody else, somebody like me who's like almost an empty nester. I want to be able to work from anywhere, and I don't have to be tied down to a certain location. So I love it, and it's worked really well for me. So
That's awesome.
and the best thing about meeting Tina is Tina. She's like one of my new best friends in another program we're in, and it's just great. And so, yeah, like Tina said, we have this opportunity. Tina, what is behind you? Is that your cat climbing the skyline? All of a sudden, I'm like, is that Godzilla climbing some tower back behind you? And we have pets. We also have
Yes,
pets.
we have pets, and that is Winnie. Oh, I love you,
This is
George.
Darla.
Aw.
She's half asleep. So yeah. Anyway, I guess I'm rambling on, but
That's okay. But we appreciate all your insight and valuable information, and we will continue this every week and to offer our client base and the public informational knowledge that we can share to help others, single moms and other entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs, in making a difference in your life, because you wear so many hats, and the goal is changing the mindset so the abundance of money flows in. So thank you guys for joining us. Until next Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let us know if there's a topic you want to discuss. We will definitely bring that. I did put some information in the comments on how to reach Sheila or I if you have any questions, and we are here for you. So thank
right.
you very, very much, and have
Thank
a
you.
fantastic week ahead.
Ciao.
Ciao.